Hello, friend. I always get asked, why don't you make a coin? Nah, man. The marketplace changes what it wants too fast. And I know this. If I didn't know this, you could claim plausible deniability. I had no idea. You'd be naive. But I'm here 18 hours a day, man. I know what people want in the next 15 months. It's going to be completely different to what they want in like 2027, 2028, which will probably be bear market, the next bear market anyway. So how can you possibly plan for that? You can't. And everybody who thinks they've solved it for the next 5 to 10 years, I mean, look at Richard Hart, Hex, totally wrong. Really, really, really wrong. Like monstrously wrong. Look at the product market fit. Peppy has flipped the Pulse chain ecosystem 3x in size. Peppy. No staking, no features, no chain, no founder, no nothing. Nothing. Just Peppy. Just the word Peppy. The 14th contract. The literal 14th contract. Dog with hat, same thing. Ansem doesn't look like a winner. Simping for OnlyFans girls. Okay? He's got a daughter out there. Doesn't even care. Right? Of course he does care. But I'm just saying, like, he's going out partying. He's like taking videos of girls. Hey, get me that girl's number. He's got like Dragon Ball Z posters in his like room. He's like little webcam. It doesn't look like some like glorious Richard Hart-esque winner. Doesn't matter. Look what Ansem did to Dog with Hat. Dog with Hat went and flipped the entire Pulse chain ecosystem in just 5 months. And Ansem went from 100K followers. He flipped Richard Hart in followers in 90 days. Still today. Okay. And he carries way more weight, has way more respect in the industry. And it's just a bunch of meme coins and altcoins. Okay. So now, whether you think it's right and he should or not, I'm just telling you that's what the facts are. Okay. The facts are. So everyone's begging him, hey, come for an interview and stuff. So that's just how it is, man. So meme coins are fun. You can make the most of it now. But what are we actually doing? What we're doing is we're providing a safe, exciting environment for Coinbase customers or the Coinbase retail. That's what we're actually doing right now. Okay, and what if they never come? Okay, we all go to zero. We all go to zero. Who else is going to buy the bags? You need retail to come in. That's why everyone always talks about retail. We are retail, man. If your clip size is less than $1 million, yeah, you're pretty much retail. However, we just use retail as in like the normies who come after Bitcoin goes up so much. That's what happens 3 times in a row. That's what we're actually playing for. We're playing for the volume and the trading and the mayhem for that. And how long does that last for? 100 days. That's it. A cycle goes for about 3.6 years. Okay. 3.6 years. It's like 1,300 days-ish. Yeah. 100 of those days is what you're playing for. Isn't that nuts? Literally that 100 day. And when it comes, yeah, it's great. By the way, the first 50 days, boring, doesn't do much. Kind of like, I've been waiting for this. And the final 50 days is where it can get exciting. Depending on the coin. All right, so that's why, man, very interesting. People, always ask me, make a coin. People always trying to coerce me to make a coin every single time because they want to make a quick buck. But then, like, I don't know, the whole freaking industry is about making coins, man. So it is what it is. I'm in the trenches with everyone. And also, I don't know, man. Like, friends, it's like, friends, imagine you had a son and he's 17. And he's met a girl. He met her 3 weeks ago. Would you be telling your son, marry her? Literally marry her. We'll go get a ring tomorrow. Go propose. You know that's a bad idea. You know. Once your son turns 18, maybe he doesn't want 3 ice cubes anymore. Maybe he likes 1 ice cube. Okay. And then what about that girl, right? Maybe she's going to go on Kontiki and she's just going to get bukakied everywhere. You know what I mean? Maybe she wants to get that out of her system. Maybe they're not right for each other, There's a lot of these things, you're just thinking about this. Like, dude, how's a 17-year-old meant to be like, all right, yeah, this is the one. Yeah, look at the odds of getting that is so low. Yeah, there's 1 in a million, whatever. You see, it's literally the same thing with a coin. Once you do the coin, it's there forever. Max Keiser, every time he posts, go to the bottom of his replies. You will find people talking about MaxCoin, where he capitulated into altcoins in 2017. Biggest regret of his life. I guarantee you. Biggest regret of his life. Besides not having kids, okay? Biggest regret of his life. Easy is that MaxCoin. He capitulated. The mania was so big in 2017, it was literally crossing the chasm of the technology burst up, tech adoption, that he made MaxCoin, went straight to zero. And luckily for you, because we're friends, I have a post from August 2023, right? Here I am replying for Max Keiser, in case he deletes it. Okay, this is when he's asking Richard Hart for a debate. This is when the corrupt SEC comes. I mean, look at this, friends. Look at this. He's actually got a chart. Wow, you're actually down more than Hex, man. That's actually the funniest part. He wants to debate Richard Hart. He's actually got a coin. What? Oh, I got to save this. And I actually have the post that I've just done right here. So, friends, this is him talking about MaxCoin 6 years ago, right? And then you also have, look, MaxCoin, like Christ, has risen. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. He reminds me, it's a Gunther thing. It's the I need savior. I need savior. Okay? That's crazy. And then look at this. He goes, please, Richard, send me the address of the prison where you're incarcerated. This is just so weird, man. So Richard Hart asked for a debate. Hey, Max Keiser, are you up for a debate in August of 2021? 1 month before Hex peaked, okay? And then Max Keiser then replies after the corrupt SEC. He goes, sure, I'll do it. And he goes, in case he deletes. But this is when your friend Sommi, I made my post. So that's where Max Keiser says, in case he deletes. So I replied, yeah, in case he deletes. And then that's when I repping for everyone. Pretty much repping for everyone, okay? MaxCoin is the only quantum computing resistant crypto worth buying, right? And then, but how does he rationalize it? He believes that was a time of sin. He's like, no, let's forget that. You gotta talk about it. You gotta talk about that, friends. It's big stuff. You know, once you do a coin, that's it. You're forever latched to that coin. It is what it is. Look how much things change, man. It's just like it's tough. It's tough. Maybe they're gonna make a model of how people trade attention, which is like more safe. Maybe if there's a business underlying the product, you know. And I already threw this idea out, like, imagine, because Twitter have ad revenue, okay, imagine they let you trade the price of someone's post. Okay, so imagine someone made a post and it's starting to go viral. And advertisers want to, like, compete for space on the post. Well, you know what I mean? Maybe people, as soon as they see it, they start trading it. Like, oh, this thing's going viral. How long is this going to be active for? Right? More and more eyeballs. We're just giving you ideas of like random stuff out here. But that's with the business model attached to it. What do we have right now? It's just attention. It's fully just how long someone can keep you entertained for. And it's really hard to figure out, hey, is someone looking at this thing for 3 seconds, 3 hours, 3 years? You know, just because you say a thing's going to be around forever doesn't mean people are going to care about it forever. So that's why always a topic about your friend Sommi, I play some nice gentle angel music just to like smooth everyone over into this reality. But it doesn't stop us from having fun. Doesn't stop us from, I'm in the trenches here with you. We're just trying to see, man. We really, friends. You remember that Bruce Lee? He says, you know, when a cup of orange juice enters the jug, the orange juice is the jug. Now you got to be like the orange juice. You really do. And that's easy for you and me because you just got to move out of your position with like a couple of $100, couple of $1,000. What's the max you ever move out? Most people move out 50K, 100K max. That's nothing. That's literally a pin drop in the ocean. All these big other VC scum funds and all these other big institutions, they have to move out of like the minimum clip. The smallest clip is like the bullet is a 10 million. The bullet's 10 million. Sometimes I have 50 million in stock, 100 million, 500 million in stock. Big stuff. So you can tell like these giant whales, they can't just go like, oh, dump and rotate. It takes like sometimes like 90 days to just start exiting slowly based off the trading volume of people participating just to get something through, you know, whereas you can just go, boop, click. You're like, I don't like frogs today. I like dogs again for this week. And then I'm going to go back to liking dogs, frogs next week. So yeah, that's what it comes down to. So you got to be careful, man, when it comes to coins. Everyone's always gonna always get asked, make one. Yeah, but what they actually want is they want a free ticket. They go, hey, I want you to talk about something where everyone thinks they're early. You're like, you stop it there. You're like, wait a minute, don't we? That's everyone. We all want to be early to something. You go, yeah, but then what's the next part? The next part is they want to know before I talk about it, just so they can exit on everybody entering. Okay, that's the thing. That's the thing. Because they want to definitely know something is just a short-term game, whereas everyone else thinks it's a long-term game. That's what we just figured out in our mind right now, live on camera, friends. That's what everyone really wants. Okay? It's hyper gambling. It's like, I want a bunch of zombies to buy, but I want to get in knowing it's a short-term thing. So I want to get in and exit on them. You know, by the way, people, they got big mouths and they talk a lot. You know, they talk like this. But when it comes to the reality, they see how hard it is. Because you can't just go convince people something's a long-term thing. You know that, right? There's effort, there's memes, there's branding, there's a lot of story makeup. You can't just go like, hey, this is a long-term thing. You can't do that. But this is the thing. When you have like a lot of followers, you have a lot of ultra gambler short-termers. That's why a lot of these big influencers, they're easily corrupted. Because they'll have like, 300,000 people. Like Ansem, for example. 1% of his followers, which is 4,000 people, they are clicking buy no matter what coin he talks about. Literally. He tags anything 4,000 people, friends. Just to show you, right? If you do 4,000 people just times like $300, you have 1.2 million. You could get, I'm not joking, you could get like a 20 to 30 million market cap coin. Bang. Okay, so anything he touches, that's 30 million market cap. Anything. And that did happen, by the way. Remember I've told you the story many times that he joined a Telegram at peak Ansem mania. He joined a Telegram and the coin was at 50K market cap and it did 100x in a few hours. It went from 50K to 5 million market cap. He didn't chat. He didn't talk. Nothing. He just says Ansem has joined Telegram. That's it. He just clicked join. He probably didn't even open up the chat. He just clicked join and goes, I'll look at this chat later. Bang. So everything I say, friends, remember there's a certain number of people that'll just click no matter what. And because that's the marketplace. They're trying to price in that person. Like, well, you called dog with hat. So clearly, like, I have better odds at finding a unicorn with you compared to somebody else. But actually what ends up happening is, friends, see, it's a special moment in time, but you got to remember, this is the way to play it is, that guy who picks a unicorn, you look for them in the marketplace. So, okay, Ansem, you picked the unicorn. All right. You made the unicorn pretty much. Now, then what the goal is to front run and dump everything he touches after that. Because people are automatically anchoring whatever he looks at. They're going to anchor it to dog with hat, the 40,000x run. So they're happy to pay up no matter what. They're happy to just go, throw it in, come back in 3 months. And that mindset of people, throw it in and come back in 3 months, that, because they're all following each other, that is always euphoria. Always. Because people aren't basing it based on fundamentals or how low the dip is or the marketplace, Metcalfe's law, expectations, growth rates, nothing. They're just like, oh, well, he talked about it. I'm just playing an odds game. They're all playing the lottery. And that's how you make a lot of short-term money. That's why a lot of people try to reverse engineer the wallets, or like, that's why people as well, for Elon Musk, people just made bots just to scan whatever thing he tags, just buy anything he tags. Yeah, because that's what it comes down to. So we are trading attention. It is what it is. And yeah, man, it's a attention game, friends. You know this. It's not me, but you also know, like, it fades, man. It fades. Like, I don't know, friends, have you seen how hard it is for like a music artist to reinvent themselves? Like only one psycho could do it. Kanye West, pretty much. It's so hard, man. It's really, really hard to. But see, they reinvent themselves another way, and I was like, boring, and they just move on. You know what I mean? It's really hard to keep staying relevant. It's very, very, very hard. Hopefully in this cycle, though, we don't need to worry about this in the next cycle, because in this cycle, it's funny, trading attention. Yeah, man, I'm seeing all this tech stuff. Bro, your tech stuff's great. What's that got to do with the token? Crickets. Tell me, what's that got to do with the token? You don't have any cash flow positivity. I don't care about your token. Your logo's trash. I don't care about governance voting rights. You've given yourself all the tokens anyway. You haven't distributed out to the community. Why do you need a token? I know, so you can get rich. That's it. The founders and the techs, all these teams with the suits and the ties, they don't need a token, man. They don't actually need one. By the way, Ethereum's got a layer 2 model. They don't even need a token. But the Arbitrum was working really well before the ARB token. They don't actually need one, okay? But they're here to make money off people's attention spans. All right. I know, friends, I've talked about train stocks before. Don't ever forget that. People bought train stocks over 100 years ago. About 130, 40, 50 years ago. They expected trains to change the world. They were right. What happened to the stocks? Cratered to zero. They all bought the tops. They all faded away. They completely, just two things. There's trains as an invention went on to change the world. Okay. I have pornography magazines just with trains. That's how sexy they are. We love trains. The steaming, the wheels, the doors, the carriages, right? Gliding along those rails, carrying heavy machinery and tools. It's beautiful, sexy. But the token, which is shares, they didn't do too crash hot. People, it was almost like a mini depression, just from train stocks, I think. It was very, very devastating. See what I mean? Now, they could have never imagined we have Thomas the Tank Engine today. You see? But back then, they just, the train's going to change the world. I have to speculate. I have to get in. What do I do? It's exactly what we're doing right now. Now, we are living these mini-supernovas in crypto because people know, all right, you're not going to be around in 10 years. However, you're really hot and you're really cool now, and everyone's like really, really, really excited right now. I've got to get in like right now. They still have that. We have that compelling FOMO in them. So our humanity's fear and greed, the oscillator hasn't changed. It hasn't changed, even with all this marketplace information. Okay, so when you're trading people's attentions, it's very, very hard. That's why also, friends, a lot of people, they find it difficult to do what I do. Whenever something appears, like the hot Tuah girl, I was like, man, she's getting annoying already. After like, I watched it one time, I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's going to get so trapped in this. Like, dude, her 15 seconds of fame is literally already over. Before I even press the button, it's already over, you know? You're going to see stuff like this. And it's a delicate balance. How can you tell people, okay, this thing's cool and this one's not cool? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just humanity. I can tell you right now, the older the meme, it still exists, the higher the chance it has to kind of survive in the lexicon. It's almost that Lindy effect, where the older something's around in your mind, the longer it will continue being. That's why older memes are really cool, okay, and stay powerful. Like Dick Butt, right? Ancient Romans drawing it 2,000 years ago. You have Pikachu. Ancient Satoshi made it in 1995. Super Mario, 1985, with Freedom of Peach, Princess Peach. All these other ones, you get the point, right? There's many, many others that are used as examples. So there you go. You're trading attention. Me making a coin, it's very controversial. No, I'm not going to make one. Because, man, I don't trust people. I don't trust their attention spans. That's why in crypto, like you probably wonder, how do people get around that problem? Yeah, they make a product that people want to use. You're like, sweet, I'll just make a product that people want to use. Hold your horses, little Timmy. You have a 1 in 1,000 chance to make something that people care about for longer than 30 days. You spend all this time, all this effort, all this energy, and tougher, people will confuse your brains with a bull market. So they'll only be in the mood to try stuff because it's a bull market. Because they might think there's a token. They think there's speculation. They think there's money to be made. And then when the bear market comes, I don't feel like it anymore. That's why in crypto, whoever solves for the I have to do this even though I don't feel like a problem, they win. By the way, we have one company that did it. Have you heard of them? Called Binance. Some call them Binance. Binance solved it. They have a unicorn. Okay. Cash making machine. One of the most profitable companies in the world. Binance. So Binance, yeah, they went insane during the crypto bear market. You can actually see it, friends. It's funny. Like everyone's wondering how on earth did they get a chart like this to happen? When if you look at this here, friends, let's look at BNB. BNB, look what it did against BTC during the bear market. Okay, let's check this out. Look at this. This was the bear market. Look at this. You went up and up and up and up and up. What's that? What was that? That was them Whenever everybody's trading every day, because everybody's dumping and trading in the high volume and stuff, yeah, they're rotating the profits into BNB coin. They're keeping it bid. Smack. And then look what ends up coming up here. That's big Bitcoin going up. You're probably wondering, like, how come they weren't able to keep doing it? No, this is BNB getting dumped on hard because, you know, all the CZ charges, or like, are they running a Ponzi? All these things happening. You get to see Bitcoin going up. Also, BNB, just to let you know, they don't force the buying all the time. Even CZ, he made a comment once. He said something like, we don't want to outperform Bitcoin too much. He actually said that. I'll never forget that. Ah, man, wish I could like read him. But yeah, that was at the time. Yeah, I remember this years ago. They want to outperform Bitcoin just a little bit because he loves Bitcoin. He doesn't want to embarrass it. Okay, that's to kind of tell you they don't mind leaving it in this range. You see that? He's like, okay, let's turn it back on again. Get back into this range. Just reward holders. Now, here's the thing. You don't get insane nuclear mad gains from that. But, man, like, this BNB is only down 50% against ETH from the top. Hex is down 99% with a copy. So you're 50 times richer in BNB. You have 50 times more Bitcoin value in BNB than you do in Hex, for example, if you're holding from the top. But if you want to be fair and just hold it from SEP 2021, oh no, it's the same thing. Look at this. From SEP 2021, from Hex's thing, you have the exact same Bitcoin. So just to show you, right? And Hex is down 99% from this time period. Okay, so just giving you an idea, friends, of like, yeah, we've gone through, explored, because a lot of people coming new, they're like, oh, but they see coins, some things go up more than the others, and you actually need to make an application. What's the right way? Yeah, man, it's a tough game. That's why there's, friends, that's why a lot of people just be like, screw it, just make a coin. People want to speculate. Yeah, because you want to speculate more than you need that product. No one's actually really made a product recently. We're like, oh, I need to use this product so much. One day they will, though. But first, we need to get the rest of the world into crypto. Once they're all in, and then it's harder for them to leave, people will make more applications that kind of bridge the real world and crypto. And then we have more cash flow positivity stuff. We have less of like the hyper gambling things, and we can like keep building out the industry more from within and get more infrastructure. But are you even going to be able to pick it? That's why the VC scum, friends, are they even going to let your friend Sommi and my friend, my baby dolls here, are we even going to be able to get into their products? Uniswap had VC scum insiders. You and I were not able to participate in Uniswap whatsoever. So that's like case in point. Good luck. You know, Ethereum, public ICO, sweet. 4 years later, Uniswap, the next tech, private. Okay, private scum. Do you think the next one's going to be public? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think they're too greedy. They're not going to let me and you in. That's why what's people's alternatives now? Oh, well, playing the culture casino. Can't blame them. Like, subscribe, bell button, and I'll catch you in the next one.